What's up, guys? Today I'm taking you through a resistance band workout. You can do this at home, or if you're on vacation, don't have access to a lot of equipment. Resistance bands are a pretty cheap alternative to lifting weights or using machines at the gym to get an effective workout in. So I'm going to start by giving an overview of the program. I've got the exercises and the information listed off to the side here. And then as I get to each exercise, I'm going to go into some more detail explaining things like the form. So we're going to be focusing on 3 sets per muscle, or per exercise rather. So we're going to start off with a chest press for the chest. Then we're going to do rows, and we're going to do rows pulling more towards the upper part of your body. And that's going to work more the upper part of your back. Then we're going to do lateral raises with the bands. That's going to work the shoulders. Then we're going to be doing some rowing to the stomach, which will work more of the lower part of your back and the lats, the sides. Then we'll be doing tricep press downs, extending arms down like this to work the back of the arms. Following it up with bicep curls for the front of the arms, biceps. And then we're going to be finishing off with some shrugs. So we're going to be shrugging our shoulders like this for the upper traps and upper part of your back. Now, again, I'm going to go into some more detail about form and things like that, but we're going to be doing 3 sets per exercise, and you can do them back to back if you want, or you can do 3 sets for one movement with rest in between and then move on to the next exercise. For this video, I'm just going to do them back to back. That way I can keep the rest times relatively short and help guide you through the workout. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to want to anchor your resistance band somewhere relatively high, ideally around torso height or a little bit above. This is going to be the first exercise, chest press for the chest. Grab a band in each hand, take a step forward. The band should be pretty taut, pretty tight right here at the start, and then you're going to press forward like this. Elbows slightly out, squeeze the chest. With each rep, control the weight on the band. Breathe and breathe and squeeze while you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. You need the oxygen. All right. Next, we're going to switch it up. Okay, for the next exercise, we're going to be doing a row to the chest. So we're going to be doing basically the opposite that we were just doing with the presses. Stand firm like this, band in each hand, and you're pulling through your elbows to your sides. Just like this. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull through your elbows. Make sure you get a full stretch and squeeze. Don't rush it. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Okay, now the next exercise we're going to be doing is a lateral raise. This is for the shoulders, in particular the side part of the shoulders. So you're going to want to stand on your resistance band. Should be nice and tight at the bottom, and raise it up like this. Now this exercise might be more challenging, especially if you've got a pretty sturdy resistance band. And so if you can't do this, use your body weight and just lift your arms. Maybe lift a book or some water bottles, but nice and controlled here. Don't swing, just keep your elbows raising them up and keep the tension on the shoulders. Don't swing your upper body. Don't cheat. This one will give you a good burn. Whew. Okay, now we're doing another rowing movement. This time we're going to pull more towards the stomach. So on the last one, our hands are like this, palms face down. This one we're going to rotate our palms facing each other, and again, pulling more towards the stomach. Again, stretch and squeeze. Stretch, squeeze. Don't shake, don't rock. Just stretch the bands. Give yourself a nice solid foundation to stand on with your feet. Now we're moving into every guy's favorite, the arms. We're going to start with the back of the arms, the triceps. So for this, you want to anchor your resistance band relatively high above you if you can. If you're doing it in a door frame, it's okay if the bands are a little bit more in front of you, pulling more towards your sides. But essentially, take a step forward, plant yourself, elbows to your sides, and extend your arms down like this. You want to stretch and squeeze the back of your arms. Control it. Try to flex those triceps. Breathe out and breathe in. You should feel it stretch and squeeze. Stretch, squeeze. You don't want to be rocking and swinging. You don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be doing this. And it's not a chest press, so we're not pressing it like a dip. Elbows at the sides and down. Okay, next arm exercise is a bicep curl. Most people should know what this is, but I'll demonstrate it as well. Stand in your resistance bands, kind of like for the lateral raises. Elbows at your sides, and we're curling up. 1, 2, 3. Keep your elbows at your sides, squeeze with your biceps. Don't swing, don't cheat. Let the biceps do the moving. Up and down, up and down. Keep the tension on them. And good. Now we're going to finish off with some shrugs. So you can stay on the resistance band, elbows at your sides, arms at your sides. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. Now for this, you might have to make a wider stance. Maybe use a stronger resistance band, but you want the tension on your shoulder blade, or above your shoulder blades rather, at the sides of your neck, your traps. Your head should be pretty relaxed here. You don't want to move your head around, but your neck should not be really tight and tensed. You want to feel it in the upper part of your back. Up and down. Up and down. If there's not a lot of tension because your band's not strong enough, you can squeeze it for a few seconds and then let it go. Stretch. Squeeze and stretch. Squeeze and stretch. Notice I am getting the squeeze and the stretch. I'm not just bouncing like this. You want to control it and let the muscles do the work. Good. Okay, so that would be considered one set. You're going to do 3 sets. And again, you can do these back to back, or you could do them do one set maybe for chest, rest a little bit, and then do another set for chest. If you do them back to back, it's a little bit more efficient if you don't have a lot of time, or if your resistance band is not very strong. Do them back to back because that's going to be more of a challenge. Over time, you want to try to get better at what you're doing. That's going to cause you to grow and develop. And so you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. Ideally, you want to start with a basic amount of reps. Maybe you're doing 10 reps, and then you want to start to add to that and do more. So every week you can try to add an extra rep here or there. Eventually, you could add an extra set, but I would keep it really straightforward like that and just work to progress. Now, do this about 3 times a week. So you could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's important that you're exercising to give your body a reason to grow and respond. But you also need to let your body rest so it has the opportunity to grow and respond. And those rest days are going to be just as important. So don't feel the need to do this every single day, and don't feel the need to burn yourself out. With working out and getting in shape, it's really important that you're just consistent with what you're doing and gradually getting better over time. And if you do those things, that's what's going to give you the best results. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump through a couple more sets here and demonstrate to you how this would look if you're just doing them back to back. So we're going to start off with the chest press again. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Moving on to the rows, pulling towards the upper back, or the chest rather, or the upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're moving on to the lateral raises. Shoulders, especially the sides of the shoulders. You want to look wide, you got to do plenty of these. 8, 9, 10. This one doesn't take much weight at all. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to go back to some rowing, but this time towards the stomach. Again, remember, neutral grip, hands facing each other, pulling towards the stomach. Stretch and squeeze. Imagine your hands are just hooks holding the band. Your back is doing all the pulling through your elbows. Now we are onto the triceps. Let the arms do the work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now for the other fun part, the biceps. Gonna stand in the band, squeeze and stretch. Let the biceps do the work. Now while you're doing this, and if things are getting tough, and you're starting to doubt yourself, just remember why you started. Remember what you're doing this for. Keep pushing. It'll get easier and you'll get stronger. And then you'll be able to do even more. When you start seeing the results, it'll make it all worth it. Here we go. Almost there. Now we're going to do some shrugs. I'll show you from the rear. And you might want to use a wider stance. Make the bands a little bit stronger or more taut. Squeeze, stretch. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Okay, so that was set. Well, round number 2. We're going to finish off with a third round now. Again, starting with the chest. There might be certain exercises that feel a little bit easier than others. And so if you've got more than one resistance band, feel free to use it and feel free to adjust. Pay attention to how certain exercises feel. If you can do them with proper form. If you can't, use a different resistance band or use something lighter and really practice the form. It's really important that you're doing these exercises right. No sense in cheating and rushing through an exercise. It's not going to benefit you if you're not putting in the work right. Got to make the muscles work, not the ego. Feels good? Okay. Now we're going to the rows, pulling more towards the chest or the upper back. A lot of people forget about their back. You don't want to do that. Now we've got the lateral raises. Tough one in the middle. When the muscles are burning, that's when they're working. Got to give them a reason to grow. Ah. Perfect. Now more rowing. You can never do too much rowing for your back. Okay. Now we get to go back to the fun stuff, the arms. Tricep time. Triceps are actually the bigger part of your arm. So don't skip these. You want big arms. 13, 14, 15. Cool. Now, more biceps now. 3, 4, 5. I don't think many people will be skipping these. 9, 10. Feel those biceps burn. All right, we'll finish off with some shrugs now. Keep in mind, when you're wearing a shirt, you've got pretty good traps, sides of your neck, right above your shoulders. It's going to show through pretty good in a shirt. You can tell if someone lifts and they're serious about it. You can see their traps through a shirt. Helps give you that outline. Okay, finish strong. There we go. Woo. All right, so that was a upper body resistance band workout. You do this at home, you could do this at the gym. You do this if you're on vacation. All you need is a resistance band, and you could anchor it in a door frame or something like that. We ran through about 7 different exercises focusing on different areas of the upper body, like the chest, shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, and different parts of your back. Do this again 3 times a week. Do at least 3 sets each exercise. You can do it in a circuit, back to back, and ultimately you want to work on progressing and getting bigger and better and stronger. That's what's going to help you to achieve your goals. Hope this video was helpful for you. Hopefully it was informative. If it was, please give it a like. Please comment down below if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again in the next video. Keep training hard.